Okay, so I want you to imagine a bar that you won't find on any map. A place where cocktails aren't just made, they're like officiated. Where a Habano cigar isn't just some prop, but it's the main character in a sacred ritual. Today, we are stepping into the world of Dante's, a master bartender who's convinced his craft is a direct path to consciousness.
They're lying. I mean, what an opening line, right? This is how our guide, Dantes, kicks things off. And what he's saying is this. Every single time a regular bartender serves a basic mojito with a world-class cohiba, they're not just making a bad pairing, they're telling a lie. A lie that treats this incredibly complex work of art like it's just some simple backdrop for a sugary drink. This is him throwing down the gauntlet to the entire world of bartending.
You have to understand, for 3 decades, Dantes has just been watching people commit what he calls a suicide of pleasure. He has seen the beautiful, nuanced language of a premium Habano get absolutely destroyed by a thoughtless, cheap pairing. And it's this fundamental misunderstanding, this crime against taste, that fuels his entire philosophy. So what's the solution to this suicide of pleasure? Well, Dante's created a sanctuary, a place that's hidden away from all the tourist maps and the bright neon signs you see all over Havana. It's a bar that isn't really a place at all. It's an idea. Memento mori. Now, before we even get into what that means, just let that name sit for a second. It's heavy, right? It's philosophical, and it's a huge sign that this is not the kind of place you go for a casual beer. The name is the entire mission. Memento mori is a call to be completely present. It's this reminder that both the cigar in your hand and your own life are finite, so every single moment matters. You don't come here to just drink while you smoke. You come to experience the actual alchemy between the two. 20. This number is the absolute key to Dante's entire business model. Now think about this. A typical bar in Havana might serve hundreds of people a night. Dante serves 20. Not per night, per week. And this isn't just about being exclusive, it's about intense focus.
Dante's actually calls this his economy of 20%. His belief is that you don't need to serve 1,000 mediocre customers who don't get it. You need to officiate for 20 extraordinary ones. And by extraordinary, he doesn't mean rich. He means people who are willing to show up and be fully present. The goal here isn't revenue, it's transformation.
So, how does he actually pull off this transformation? Well, Dante's work is all guided by 3 core principles, or pillars, as he calls them. He's not just serving you drinks. He's officiating a liturgy, a sacred ritual where the Habano and the cocktail work together to reveal something true about you. Okay, pillar number 1 is absolute respect. For Dante's, treating all cigars the same is basically a sin. He knows that every blend, every specific size, or the tola, as they call it, has its own story to tell and needs a totally unique liquid language to go with it. It's all about having this deep, almost reverent knowledge of the Habano. The second pillar is merciless technical knowledge. I mean, it sounds intense, and it is. This is all about scientific precision. Dante's knows the exact temperature that will destroy a cacao note in a fine rum. He even creates smoked ice from the same tobacco as the cigar you're smoking, creating this perfect harmony between the drink and the smoke. This is where art truly becomes alchemy. And all of that leads us to the final and honestly the most important pillar, transformation. Dantes doesn't want you to leave feeling relaxed. He wants you to leave feeling different. And there's no better way to understand this than through the story of Raphael, a defeated architect who came to his bar. So as Raphael was talking about all his failures, Dantes gave him this incredible metaphor. He said, the ash is not the failure of the tobacco. It is its necessary transformation. And in that one moment, the cigar stopped being a cigar and became a mirror for Raphael's own potential to be reborn from his own ashes. And look, this wasn't just some nice philosophical chat. This is the actual technical sheet for the cocktail Dantes made for Raphael. And he named it Resurrection. Resurrection. Every single ingredient was chosen with one goal in mind, to help transform pain into rebirth. You see, for Dantes, the cocktail and the cigar are just the tools. The real goal, the end game, is to create what he calls a liquid mirror, an experience of profound self-discovery. People don't come to Memento Mori to buy a product. They come to confront themselves. The Habano is the vehicle, and the cocktail is the key that unlocks doors inside them they didn't even know existed. So this all brings us to the ultimate lesson from Dante's whole philosophy. In a world that thinks luxury is all about mindless consumption, he's offering a pretty radical alternative. Dante's final argument is a really powerful one. It's not about who has the best technical skill, or the most expensive bottles, or the fanciest techniques. All of that stuff is secondary to the real purpose. The ultimate goal is to create consciousness. Dante's is arguing that true luxury isn't about what you own, it's about how present you can be. The drink and the smoke, they're just a beautiful path to get you there. So, we end with a question that turns that liquid mirror back on all of us. In your own life, are you just consuming things, or are you truly experiencing them? According to Dante's, that is the only question that really matters.